I'm back. Sorry about that, I ended up cutting off. So I'll upload that video. Yeah, I just wanted to show you my bedroom. I cleaned it. Got my table all set up. It was funny. Today I was saging all of my cards. And, I mean, I went through, I saged everything. I smudged everything. Everything in this room got smudged. Plus, I cleaned everything and want everything to be good and solid for the next, you know, at least the next month or two. So I have to really clean it again. So I went through and did what I wanted to do, and I have my own little stand set up over here, and got my laptop right there in case I have questions. But yeah, I got my little setup going. So either way, today I ended up, while I was smudging these cards, I'm sorry. I had my sage over here in the bowl going, and I'm like smudging them. And next thing I know, 3 cards from a deck, you know, that I play with a little bit, you know, and I was smudging it. Well, 3 cards, exactly 3 cards fell out. And I was thinking prior to this, you know, I think I'm only going to start doing just 3 card spreads, because when I do 9, they end up half an hour, 45 minutes long, and that's an awful long video. So, either way, I didn't pull, they fell on the floor. 3 cards. And I've noticed for a lot of my Aries readings, that I've been watching just on the internet, a lot of the Hierophant has been coming out. The Wheel of Fortune's been coming out a lot, and so has the King of Wands. So that's my energy. I'm an Aries, baby. Get it? Either way, those were the 3 cards, and they fell out in order. It was the Wheel of Fortune, then it was the Hierophant, and then it was the King of Wands. So I pulled them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess, you know, finally I get to do Aries. Yeah, sorry about last month as well. I didn't, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, this energy had me down. I would spend my weekends with a guy that I'm seeing, and I mean, the whole rest of the week, I'm down. And, I mean, even over the weekend, I'm down. Like, it's heavy. It's heavy what's happening in this shift that's taking place, I'm telling you. I'm gonna, hang on a minute, since I'm sitting on my bed. Yeah. But I have those cards sitting over there. Because I figure, oh, you know, maybe I'll get to do Aries since, you know, we've been getting those same cards. And then something just kind of told me, do all the fire signs. I look down, and I actually have these Zodiac deck. I look down underneath my bed, and the card for fire was, so that was a confirmation. My fire card was laying down there upright, and I'm like, okay, I guess I have to do Aries, Leo, and Sag. So at one point I'm going to try and, when I start to tap into the energy, if I can, it just seems like everything has been blocked. I mean, I know what I've been feeling, and I know what I've been sensing, and I know it's been going on in the 3D. It's kind of unbelievable. And it's very confusing. Something that I've wanted to happen for a while, and it's happening. And it's scary, and it's scary in a very good way. But not a whole lot of people understand, like, this whole spiritual side to who I am. And it's kind of scary to put it online. I'm just out there for anybody to watch, because this is, my personal life. But you want to know what? If I can help one person who might be experiencing the same thing, or because I've talked about early childhood trauma, I've talked about things at work, I've done some tarot readings, even though they took down one. That was a great reading too. That reading for Scorpio was primo. I was on the water signs the other week, now I'm on fire signs apparently, so I'm ready to harness my full potential and full power. Like, I want that so bad. But then I get like this big picture expansion like in my mind, and it's terrifying. Like, it's terrifying what your potential is going to look like, what you can do when you're the one who's done the work and 90% of the world is asleep or living in their and this isn't a bad thing. It's not anybody's fault. I want to put that out. It's not anybody's fault. But the reason the triggers and stuff like that had come up, it might have resulted in some really uncomfortable situations for myself. It was really a gift to be able to, you look at it and you try to you alchemize it and you turn it into a positive. Me losing my job, the trip I took, it is what it is. It was meant for my growth. Meant for me to be able to go into that place and say, that's why that's like that. Let me cultivate love that I would express to other people that's pure, and let me turn that inward and put it at that spot where I need healing, instead of worrying about, and it's always good when you're to worry about the environment, worry about healing other people, just by your presence or by the power of the spoken word. We're going to get to that point as an empath, especially as a Hyoki empath. We're going to get to that point where you're just going to speak the word. And there are people in the Christian community, which I had evolved from, who do believe in spiritual gifts and believe in the power of healing, and they know the demonic realm is real, and they know how to alchemize it. They know how to put it under submission. We do not have to deal with demons messing with us. We have authority over that stuff. First off, Jesus is our brother. He's our best friend. If he is any part of your life within this community, I suggest, and this could trigger people and I don't care, I suggest you make peace with him. That was the beginning of my spiritual journey. He never did anything to any of you. He never did anything to humanity that was inhumane. Ever. And it's recorded that all these other people did. Oh, Buddha, I don't really know anything. Buddha was Buddha. He was all about a lot of this type of community. Peace and love. It's what it all comes down to. It boils down to unconditional love. You know what? Jesus on that cross, sitting there looking down at the people, accusing him, spitting at him, throwing rocks at him, doing everything that they've done to him, and saying, Father, forgive them for what they don't know what they're doing. He's still speaking forgiveness to those who don't deserve it. What greater love than standing in the gap for somebody who needs healing and who needs love? And you can do that through forgiveness. That is probably the biggest underside of a lot of spiritual warfare. You want to know what? A lot of times demons can enter because you have unforgiveness in your heart for something unjust that has happened to you, which, you want to know what? You probably have a damn good reason why you don't like this person or that whole group of people. You probably have a good reason why, and I don't blame you for being able to feel anger. That's not a sin. And I'm not even going to call out sin. That's normal emotional feeling. It's what you do with it after that is what's going to dictate and determine your incoming karma, your incoming blessings from the divine. What God has made a way for you to be able to manifest in your life every single day. Every single day. Blessings anew every single day. This isn't supposed to be, oh yeah, I won the lottery one day and then 5 years later, you know, I won $100 on a lottery ticket. No. You want to know what? We're not even going to go into monetary. You want to know what? I would much rather have the growth and the insight and the knowledge over any money ever. That's just me. I know I sound different, but oh well. When my life story says, you want to know what? I just want to be able to help people. That's my truth. And that is for real. Like my life purpose is to get my story out, which it's a very long story. One of these times we'll go into it. Maybe I'll do that a little bit later. I don't know. I don't know if I should. See, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like this energy has me like, ah! So like rambling just seems like the right thing to do right now. Yeah. You know, I'm at the point, you know, something that Mike said tonight on the Peace Dealer. You know, and I'm an Aries, so this was channeled message to Aries that he had said. I pretty much don't leave my damn house. Since I lost my job, I pretty much don't leave my damn house. I don't want to see anybody, nobody. Like, I have been Libra in this shit. Like, my rising sign and my Cappy, well, I mean, Cappy would make me want to go do stuff, but take care of business. But my Libra is just like, and my Aries, being able to give in to the, no, we don't want to go out there and deal with shit. Like, let's just stay home in our happy environment and not deal with life, not deal with people. Because, I mean, I know everybody in this town. Everybody in this town knows me. Sorry. They all know me. I'm vaping on my YouTube. Oh, well. Like, everybody knows me. And, I mean, I can connect with anybody who's real. People don't care for genuine people who don't act like they're something they're not. They just don't. They want people to act fake. Anybody who's anybody, they're like, excuse my French, but it's a big dick contest. Who has the biggest dick? Who has the heart to go help that person who needs, you know, healing and therapy? That's me. I'm the hands-on person. I'm the person who's going to be like, oh, you're having those type? I'll meet you at the, I have no problem going on a crisis call. Everybody else down there, nobody likes going out on crisis calls. And I, you know, I've never really had to do that because, well, I didn't mess up. But when I did, I had actually shadowed a couple. When I did, I'm pretty much the one who took control of the whole damn situation. And I'm pretty much the one who was able to communicate on a level with these people that was not condescending, was nothing but gratitude and thankfulness and encouragement. That's what I spoke to those people all the time, all day, every day. I tried to keep up with my commitments the best I could. But guess what? When you go back and you get discouragement and you get, oh, well, this was you in the past. When the peace dealer said about people bringing up your past, that has happened to me. I had confided in somebody who ended up becoming my boss when she was still the same level as me. I was just starting there. I confided in her about, you know, things that I've noticed within the community, things that I've noticed. I found government and church is run a lot the same. You have people who gossip. You have people who pass judgments because they don't like you because of either you're very pretty and you're a threat, or you're very intelligent and you're a threat, or you're right and you're a threat, or you're a workaholic and you bust your ass and it makes everybody else look really fucking bad, and that's a threat. I don't really care. Like I said, I'll figure something out. God, the universe has got something way better for me than that bullshit. $15 an hour, yeah, I had okay benefits. Okay benefits. I can get better benefits not working. I bitch all the time. It's all good. Whatever. My last day there, and I didn't put this in my other video, but when I got called in, I was so peaceful about it because I already know. And I think that they thought that I was going to cry or I was going to get upset with them. And I actually thanked them. Thanked them for the opportunity. Told them it was fun. And I appreciated everything I learned. That was my walkout audios. And I meant it. Like, I do appreciate everything they taught me. I appreciated the experience. They did me a favor. You know? And through that, the universe knew that I needed, there was absolutely, I'm telling you, there's absolutely no way. That job, every day, 8:30 to 4:30, and sometimes I work until 5:30. Never got paid any overtime for the time that I had worked. That was on me. That was on me. I probably have 50 hours that I never got paid for. And then I get in trouble because, oh, you didn't take a lunch. Yeah, well, you want to know what? If I ain't taking a lunch, guess what? I know I'm entitled to a lunch. I can't help it. I don't have time because I'm too busy making you money. Because I'm going and doing my job. They know it. They all know it. So what they did to me was, it was the universe. It's okay. Somebody's got a lesson coming. I just feel bad because I know my people really liked me and they're probably not happy at all. Actually, they're probably friggin' miserable. But they're gonna have to stand on their own 2 feet, and they can do it. But I have to stay in my integrity with what I need to do, and I need to continue working on myself. Thank God for YouTube. I learned so much. I don't know, honestly, if I didn't have the videos that I have, I'd be very lost right now. I wouldn't understand the darn thing that's going on. I'd honestly probably be put on a bunch of freaking medication and sitting in the psych ward. But everything that I'm learning has been a really good experience. But either way, yeah. I have a confession. I took my one video down because it just so happens the ex got a hold of me, and him and I have been conversing, and like, it's extremely confusing because I know how much I love him, you know. And I mean, I've even spoken to him about, I think he has narcissism, but then there's some things that he does that it's just like, there's absolutely no way, because there's no way that a narcissist would ever show their vulnerability. And I don't know, like, this will be a test. That's all I can say. I've been speaking to him for a couple weeks, so it's been pretty intense, and I'm wondering if it's not that, if he is in fact my twin flame. I mean, I know that there is such a parallel between the two. We will see. But I'll keep you all video. Well, with him being a Scorpio and stuff, I have to keep him private. So, like, there'll be things I'll share about me, but I mean, I'll talk about the one that was definitely a narcissist in my life. You know, I don't know. Everything that I've read off about twin flames and the stages, he came back in Gemini season, which is the season of the twins. So, he's definitely different than anybody I've ever been around. My interactions with him had caused me to undergo just interacting with his energy and my energy and the synergy of the two. His shadows are coming up, my shadows are coming up. We just collide, and it's like boom. And he gets insecure at times. I get insecure at times. Don't project things, but I've been really, this time I've been deflecting it, and it actually is not making him run. I'm able to deflect it, and I see behind it. I see what he's doing. So he doesn't get mad about it. He actually, it's like a test. And then when he doesn't get a reaction out of me, he stops. And I know it was a test. Because before, when we were together, I would react. Well, I don't do that anymore, because you want to know what? I found that I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of a good person. I need to project so within, so without. That's the way it is. He knows. He knows. He knows we have an incredible connection. And he can't just walk away from me either. There's always a magnetic pull. And our telepathy has gone to a whole new level. We're not even together, and I can legit feel his mood. When he's really anxious, I feel it. There'll be times, there was one time where he woke up in the morning and I was fine. I was like, ah, da, da. And all of a sudden I just felt annoyed and irritated. And I texted him, I'm like, yo, can you please calm it down a little bit? Like, I don't know who you're pissed off or who's annoyed or irritated you, but please calm it down because it's distracting. And he just didn't, any other time he would be like, what are you talking about? He just didn't say anything because he knew, like, he knows. He knows now that this is another good one. This is how I'm getting, like, it's like, boom. I was sitting there and I started it was on Saturday, horse race day. Triple Crown. And I'm sitting there, and before the race, he's gonna get in the shower. And basically, he did not want the Triple Crown winner to win for various reasons, but I was like, I legit wrapped myself around that energy of this horse, and I saw that movie. Legit, I saw that movie with the Triple Crown winner. What the heck was the name of the movie? Y'all probably know. Oh, Seabiscuit? I don't know. Maybe not. Thought that's what it was, but either way, the movie with the horse with the Triple Crown winner. Yes, that one. And I and I saw that flipping horse and reels of that movie, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm like, all right, well, this is like, I got this for a while. Like, this is season of justice. Like, justice, the hammer of justice is, boom, coming down. The horse's name was Justify, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, I saw that, and he comes out, and I said, he said, so, who won the race? I'm like, didn't start yet, but I'm calling the Triple Crown winner. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, then I'm telling you, you should have spoke to me. Just like I called the Eagles to win the Super Bowl way back, like week 3. Either way, I heard the name of that horse, and hi, Jackie. Look at my big cat. Isn't he cute? Yes. Say justify one. I wrapped my energy around it, and I felt it, and I was like, I felt confident. I knew that horse was going to win. I knew it. I called it out. I said, look, this is what I know. That horse is going to win. Don't say that. I'm like, I'm telling you. It wasn't even freaking close. At one point, yeah, maybe, but no. That last leg of that race, that horse just was a whole horse length ahead. It was like... And then when that happens, it's just like, I just go into my little glory dance within myself because I call shit like that, and people are like, what the the fight against that blonde-haired chick and Ronda Rousey. Everybody was picking her out. I picked the blonde-haired chick. I'm like, watch. That blonde-haired chick got this shit. Sure enough, blonde-haired chick won. And that's just me. I also called Donald Trump to win the presidency of the United States. I knew it a year and a half. I knew it when he was standing on stage at the Republican convention. I called that shit right there. I'm like, that's the next president. I'm telling you right now, he's going to win. I get intuition like that, and I just know. I had no doubt. There was no waiver. I just wanted to watch Hillary squirm. It was pretty fun. And to watch all the people get all upset and sit there and the media talking so much shit and spewing such lies and bullshit. And I was going to college. It was my senior year at college. I'm on college campus wearing adorable deplorables for Trump. Yeah, I know. This isn't probably very popular. Probably going to get some fuck Trumps in the freaking comments. I don't really care. I like the guy. He's blunt, straight to it. I would have swore he was an Aries. Nope, he's a Gemini, I think. Pretty sure he's a Gemini. Either way. Boom, 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 boom. There's some other things that I had called in my life. I actually, when my ex was cheating on me, I knew it all. I knew what was said, how it was said, mostly what was said, and he never admitted anything. It was just everything in my intuition. Honestly, it's like I got the script. It's like I got a script, and I was legit, like, so you said this, you said this, you said this, you said you were going to kick me out and move her down here. You said, oh yeah, yes I did. And guess what? All of it was true. All of it. To the point where he said about having a freaking kid with this girl. He sent her, the only thing I didn't know, he sent her freaking lingerie in the mail while he was with me. Told her to pose naked for him. That's my ex-boyfriend. He'd work away 2 weeks at a time. Oh yeah, he spoiled the shit out of me. He'd buy me anything I wanted. He bought me quite a lot of stuff. But you want to know what? Still doesn't help with all of the abuse that I went through. Not one bit. Finally, when you get enough of that bullshit, you walk. Nobody cheats on me and gets away with it. Period. I can go from 100 to 0 in about 0.05 seconds flat. I can. From hate, well, usually love, to hate, to I don't give a fuck. Indifference. And that is the best place to be. Actually, I think the Peace Dealer said about that tonight too. He mentioned about getting to that place of, it doesn't even matter what people say about you. You're just indifferent because you don't give a shit. Because their opinion doesn't mean nothing. Nothing. Doesn't matter what they say. They try and ruin your reputation. Guess what? People who know you know that that stuff isn't true. They know that. Okay. Weird. They know that you've been going through, anybody who's close to you knows that you've been going through a huge shift. Because you've been talking about it with people. Because you can't go through this and not tell anybody. Like, anybody, I can't keep my mouth shut about it. I'm sorry. Like, the universe, and I think there could be jealousy. I don't know. I don't care. They should. I'm the one going through all the hard work. I don't want to say I deserve it because nobody deserves it, but I asked for it. I signed up for this journey. Oh no. But eventually I think that it's going to pay off at one point. Either way, yes. Life has been very different. Let me put it that way. Life has been very different over the course of the past 3 weeks since I got back from Oklahoma, and I'm much more calm, much more relaxed. Calm and relaxed, but I'm sure as heck not energized. I want to get my energy back. I need my energy back, so it's coming. I don't know how, like with this, there's a lot of planets in retrograde right now, so I know that has a between everything else going on and then planets being in retrograde, it's just like, oh my god. And then my ruling planet is going in retrograde. Tomorrow. So that could also be why I'm a little bit confused and stuff here, but oh well. It happens. Either way, I will talk about politics on here. Like, I don't want to offend anybody, obviously. Then again, I don't care, I guess. But I will speak my truth when it comes to that. And it's not at all to disrespect the other side, even though they're going to take it that way, and I really don't care. It's just speaking my truth and speaking the truth of the way life is. We don't, sure, yeah, when you're living a spiritual life, you kind of do, you're looking for the unicorn. But the 3D realm, if you're living this spiritual life, lying should not be okay with you. Not living in truth, injustice should not be okay with you. Being hateful and nasty should not be okay with you. Living in unforgiveness, like, yeah, sometimes people upset you, you're going to be upset for a while. ultimately, the way to get over that, bust that bond, is by giving them forgiveness. Even though they don't deserve it, it's for you. And probably I would say the other thing that we really need to be mindful on is making sure we get enough rest, making sure that we are being good examples. We're living in integrity. Be that example. Is it an easy life? No. No, it's not. But it's rewarding when karma comes back around and it goes in your way. And you do get the justice and you get the apology, because guess what? At one point, they do apologize. The people who do you wrong, whether it's 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, 5 years, they will apologize and say, I'm sorry for misjudging you. And if they don't, they're miserable people. Even though miserable people sometimes feel that guilty, because God is like, you did this. They feel guilty. And they do come back around. Could be 20 years down the line. But they will apologize. And admit that they were wrong. I've had that happen. Because I was doing the right thing. With a pure heart. They didn't like it. Because it wasn't the popular thing. Well, I'm sorry, I don't want to be popular. I want to do the right thing and live in integrity and make sure people are safe. And happy. And loved. So, anyway, that's my rant, my last rant for the night. I think I ran for an hour. I'm so sorry, but, well, it was a little bit of my rant. You guys have a great night, and I'll upload this video, and I don't know if I'll be doing anything else, but you could see me again tonight. Who knows? All depends on what's happening. Say bye, Jack. Say bye. Say bye, YouTube. Bye. See you guys.